let's answer some key questions like past question in physics under what measurement and units. So we have question under what fundamental quantity, derived quantity, and dimension. So let's get started. Say which of the following units of the following physical quantity are derived? Now we have called derived quantity, we have called fundamental quantity. Now the derived quantity are quantity that is being derived or depend on other quantity. While fundamental quantity, they don't depend on other quantity. Like fundamental quantity, for example, like the mass, the length, the time, the temperature, the current, the moles, right? So we check it very well. Why the derived quantity are much? Because they are got from other word quantity. So if you have studied, if you have studied, you know that area is a derived quantity. Area is what is a derived quantity because area is got for what? For length times length. Which is what? Meter times meter, which is going to be meter what? Square. Do you understand? So this guy is a derived quantity. Thrust. When we talk about thrust is also the same thing as force. It's also the same thing as force. And force is a derived quantity. Right? Force is a derived quantity. Force is equal to what? Mass times acceleration. Do you understand? Which is what? So it's called kg meter per second what squared unit. So thrust is a force and force is a fundamental quantity. Pressure is what is a fundamental quantity because pressure equals what? Force over what? Area. Force over what? Area. So Newton per meter what? Square. This is that. So the only unit that is not derived is mass. Mass is a fundamental what? Quantity. So here we have IV, right? So which of these are derived quantities? So it's going to be I is a derived quantity, II is a derived quantity, and III is a derived quantity. So these three are what are derived quantity. These three are what are derived what quantity. So this is what you want to pay close attention to. So they are what derived quantity. So with this one here, you see same thing here. Which of the following is a derived unit? Is a derived unit. Which of this is a derived unit? Meter is the unit for length. Kilogram is the unit of mass. Seconds is the unit of time. Coulomb unit for electric charge. We talk about electric charge. That is called Coulomb. This is not a what? This is a derived quantity. It's not a fundamental quantity. It's a what? Derived quantity. So this is the answer. So B is the answer. B is what is the answer. So why? Why is B is the answer? Because meter, kilogram, second, they are fundamental units. Why this one is not a fundamental unit? It's a unit of electric what charge. And electric charge is not a fundamental what? Is not a what? Fundamental quantity. Is a derived quantity. So the answer is what is Coulomb, right? So let's look at what this matter here. Which of the following physical quantity is correctly paired with each corresponding unit? Which is what corresponding unit is correctly paired with each corresponding SI units. So what I want to do here, look at what I want to do here, is to write all the quantity down and their formulas. So let's start with density. What is density? Density is equals to what? Mass over what? Over volume, right? Mass over what? Over volume. So what is unit of mass? My unit of mass is what? Is kg. What is unit of volume? My volume is what? Is meter what? Cube. So it's going to be kg per meter cube, right? Kg per meter cube. Look at what pressure. Look at pressure. Now pressure is equal to what? Force over what? Area. Force over what? Area. And force is what? Is Newton over what? Area is what? Is meter square. Do you understand? So the unit is what? Newton per meter what? Square. Now we went about specific latent heat. Specific latent heat. Latent heat. Specific latent heat is equals to what? Heat change over time. Heat change over what mass? That is heat change per unit what mass. That is here. So remember, heat is what is joules, mass is what is kg. So it is what? Joules per kg. Then we have power. Remember, power is the rate at which work is done, or the rate of doing work. So it would be work over what time. It would be what? Joules over what seconds. Joules per seconds. So let's look at the correct one here. So they say that which of the following physical quantity is correctly paired with its corresponding SI unit. So you have to know all these things here, and you got to be very, very fast in the exam when you see this thing here. That is why you need to know all these formulas. So the correct options is what is A. So the other ones do not correspond because pressure, we normally pressure unit per meter square, but it says joules per seconds, which is not correct. Specific latent heat is what joules per kg, not just joules. Then power is what? Joules per seconds, not just what? Newton, right? So look about this other one here. Number 4. Which of the following is a fundamental quantity? Which of the following is a fundamental quantity? Speed is not the fundamental quantity. Density is not the fundamental quantity. Impulse is not the fundamental quantity. But length is a fundamental quantity. So the answer is what? Is C. So let's see if we can answer some other question too. Okay, so let's look at what question 5. Question 5. So that the dimension of power is. What is dimension of power? What is dimension of power? Now, when we talk about dimension, three fundamental quantities should come to your mind. So here we have the mass. Mass is what? Is capital letter M. Just and then length. The length is what? Capital letter L. Then time, capital letter what? T. So you want to now you are reducing this power into these three fundamental quantity. Just and so dimension for mass is what? Is M. Dimension for what? Length is L. Dimension for time is what? Is T. So now for you to be able to get dimension, you have to first define. So what is power? Power. Now when we talk about power is also what? The rate at which work is done. Just and so going to be work over what? Time. Is okay. So now remember T, we already know that is this one here. So let's reduce this one to its fundamental unit, to its what? Least state. Let's reduce it. So now let's take on work here. If you look at work equals to force times what? Distance. Right? Force times distance. So distance is a fundamental unit. Just now is a fundamental quantity. So it's already what? Is this length here. So which is what? Is L. But force is not fundamental. We see into what? To reduce what? Force. So we look at force. Force is equals to what? Mass times what? Acceleration. Right there. So my mass is already here, but my acceleration is not reduced. My acceleration is a fundamental quantity, right? So let's reduce acceleration here. So let's say acceleration. Acceleration. What is acceleration? Displacement over time. Displacement over what? Time. Idea. So let's reduce it. If you should reduce it here, displacement is what? That is acceleration. The dimension of acceleration is what? Is displacement is what? Displacement, which is length, is L over what? My time is T. So if you reduce it here, it's going to be what? L It's okay. So this is dimension. This is dimension for what? Acceleration. L per time t. Do you understand? Square bracket. So now, what about for so if you combine the force together, like force now, then force, the dimension for force is now going to be what? Mass. Mass is what? Is m, right? Times acceleration. This is already acceleration here. L, right? So if you combine them together, here we have what? It's okay. So you have got to what your force. You have got to what your force. Then my work. Work is what? Force times distance. Force times distance. Force times distance. My force is already this one here. So I'll bring it here. Times my distance. What my distance? My distance is what? It's L. My distance is L. This is that my distance is what? Is L. When you combine it together, L times L is what? L squared. So you have. It's okay. So that is what my work. That is for my work. So this is what my dimension for what? For work. Then power. When you talk about power, now. Power equals to what? Work. My dimension for work is already this guy here. So you have over what? T. Right there, because here we have time, which is T. Now, if you bring so up here, you see same T as when it comes to what? Indices. It's okay. If I have something like this, what about T? Also say that T minus 1 in indices. So if you combine this one here, minus 1, here we have. So this is not the dimension for what? For power. So the dimension for power is what? Dimension for power is what? M L squared T 2 raised by minus 2. This is not the dimension here. So what would not be the answer here? The answer is what? Is C. So you can see that with power we have gotten for work, we have gotten for force, we have gotten for acceleration. So you can see that force is what? Here we have acceleration. This guy here, we are waiting for what? Acceleration here. Force, we are waiting for what? For force, right? For work, we are waiting for work. Then for power, we are waiting for power. You see that? So we are going to end our class here. If this video is helpful, please leave a comment section. This video is helpful. Please kindly subscribe or follow me in any platform you come across this video so that you not miss out. Now, for those of you who are writing JAMB 2026, you make sure you join my class. Class is currently going on. Class started on the what? 5th of January, and class is currently going on. Now the fee is what? The fee is 29,000 one-time payments, but monthly payment is 9,000. So you can pay either monthly or one-time payment. It's going to be of great help to you. It's for science students alone. So let me drop here. What is dimension for momentum? Momentum. What is dimension for momentum? Leave it at the comment section. What is dimension for momentum? So thanks for watching. See you in my next video.